Great day.
Yo, what's up? We got another episode of Nothing Nice. We back in the building. We got a lot of football to talk about. I'm your man JB. I'm here with my brothers. What's up, Mook Jones?
What up, what up?
Please,
Mook Jones back in the
please.
building. Mook check.
All right. I got my boy here with the fresh chop. What's up, Mr. D-Locks? What's good, Dooney?
What's happening with you, JB?
Not much. Can't call it. It's all good. And the fantasy football winner, Mr. Joe Young. My brother, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Happy New Year's to all the brothers, man. Glad y'all made it through. Good to see y'all boys, man.
Yes,
For
sir.
sure.
You came into the pod today a little richer.
A little bit.
A couple more dollars in your account. Yo, Josh was supposed to pull up, but I think he was in his feelings a little bit about how you beat him. So let me go ahead and give my brother Joe his flowers real quick. Because first of all, that fantasy football matchup was crazy. Josh was winning that fantasy football matchup all the way through the fourth quarter of the last Bears and 49ers game. He was winning all the way through. Joe literally won on the second to last play of the game. Where Loveland caught that pass, and Loveland had just previously dropped the pass, like on the drive before. Then he caught like a 30-yard pass. That's all Joe needed. He won. That was crazy to watch. So salute for that. Secondly, salute to Joe, because that man, I thought he was tripping. I thought I was going to have to check him in to like a mental institution or something. But he picked the Carolina Panthers to make the playoffs. I said, no, Tampa Bay is going to go, they going to make the playoffs. And then after them, it's going to be Atlanta. Atlanta has a lot of talent. He said, no, they don't usually go back to back. He said the Panthers got it this year. We went through the schedule and everything. He called it. Panthers are in the playoffs. This man's in touch with God right now. And then the third one is
I was high up on the Panthers too before the year started too.
No,
I was high on them
Joe
too.
called it before the year. You picked Tampa Bay to make the playoffs. You didn't pick the Panthers to make the playoffs. Yeah, you did. Yeah,
I
we got it on wax.
said coming into the year, I'm giving Joe his credit, but I said something about the Panthers this year too. Cause I distinctly remember saying that they finished strong last year and they're gonna be a problem.
You did say that, but you still picked Tampa Bay.
I said them in the Houston
Joe
Texans.
was
I actually said before the season started. I actually said before the season started that the Texans were going to be in the Super Bowl too. I actually called that too.
Yeah, I picked the Texans too for the Super Bowl. I picked the Texans in the
Tell y'all,
But yo, this is about Joe. So, and then lastly, he had the Steelers. His Steelers found a way to win that game. Joe was out there with that pastor before the game, putting holy water on the field, because that was the craziest end to a game. So, brother, shout out to you. Hey, we should need to go play the lottery. So I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but we need to go to the gas station. You pick the gas station that's going to have the winning ticket. You do the numbers. I'll pay for it so that way I can get my cut.
We might need to do that. Hey, listen though, I can't take too much credit because all three of them scenarios had me. I was anxiety all the way through all three of them. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not finna act like I'm a prophet right now. And I stopped paying attention to that fantasy after that Gibbs game and Brandon Jacobs after what they put up. I was like, I'm cooked. I'm done. The crazy story about that real quick before we kick it off. I was on a cruise like the first week in December, and I couldn't change my lineup, so I gave my password to my brother. I was like, bruh, I need you to go in there and fix my lineup for my fantasy league. So he had been checking it the whole time. This true story. That man woke me up. He was like, bro, Loveland need like 0.3 points, and you about to win this league. Cause I was done. I was like, bro, I ain't winning. Ain't no way I'm winning. So he actually called me, hit me like last minute, like, wake up, bro. So I got to see the Loveland play. I was like, that's wild, bro. That's wild.
That was crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Josh. He not in here, but he did text me, and he was a good sport about it though. He was like, good game and everything. Yeah. So shout out to that man, bro.
That's my guy.
For sure. Yeah.
He was like, you know what? He did it to himself. Because he was too big. He was asking for the cash up and everything before it was over with. He kind of jinxed himself on me.
Yeah,
yo, low key, he was texting me like the week before, and he was like, hey, do you need to know where to send it? And he's like, you need to know where to send my winnings? I was like, dang, you confident like that? My boy was ready. He's like, we got this. He said, we got it on lock.
You know what's wild is like we did the little preview before me and him started our matchup, and he was like going through his lineup, and he was talking about Van Ginkel from Minnesota. He couldn't even pronounce that man's name. He was like, "I got
Oh,
Van."
the linebacker.
Yeah, man, that man had a game that weekend, bro.
He did.
Yeah, I think he had like 2 sacks, a pick. He had some wild stat line, bro. Like he outscored like both my running backs. I was like, yeah, this is over with. It's done.
It's not meant to be. But
Hey,
look at the Lord. Late in the midnight
let me tell you
hour.
another quick story. You know, Josh is the luckiest fantasy player. That's his first year playing fantasy, period.
Nah.
He ain't never
That's what's
played.
up. Yeah, he
I
had a
know.
tough squad.
He ain't even really big on football. He's a basketball guy. That's what's so crazy about it.
Yeah, he had a tough squad.
Y'all got to tell me in next season for sure.
Are you?
Nah, it was fun. Yeah,
Look it out.
I had a lot of fun. It was fun.
You should have got in there, man. You should have got in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in for sure.
I got you, bro. You gonna be locked in next year for sure.
One rule when you get in the league: don't nobody pick Jalen Hurts. That's my quarterback.
You know I ain't gonna pick no.
That's not a rule. If you want it, you take him.
That's why I didn't win the whole thing.
If you want it, you take him.
You can have him and AJ Brown. We don't want neither one of them.
I take both of them. I'll take both of them.
No, you won't, because I tried to trade you AJ Brown a million times, and you kept saying no. So I don't need
Jefferson no more. I bet you I won't take Jefferson no more. He cost me the season too.
Man, Justin been having quarterback issues all season though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He ain't been getting his targets.
He was projected 19 points every game. Didn't get a 19-point game all season.
See, it's not because he's not able to. The quarterback has to get the ball to him first. And then once he gets the ball to him, he could do something. He had a whole bunch of quarterbacks who were either getting sacked or throwing it at the ground or trying to scramble for 3 yards. I mean, you can only do so much.
He finished with like a third string guy. He finished the season with like a third string QB, bro. Like, that's tough for him. Yeah, that's tough.
They got so much faith in JJ McCarthy. I don't know, bro. He looked like a question mark to me.
Never saw it.
He was a game manager at Michigan.
I got to give a little kudos to Mook. Mook won the bet. Ole Miss ended up going a little further than Ohio State. But there's a hurricane that's about to hit Mississippi. There's a hurricane brewing. So it is what it is. But what
you must think this Louisiana somewhere. Talking about a hurricane about to hit. We ain't worried about it, dog. We ain't worried about
it. It's gonna make you all's your little fields flood. I mean, if a hurricane did hit, it's only gonna give you guys about $25.30 worth of damage because there's not a lot in Mississippi anyway.
JB, you know what though?
What's up?
I can respect that.
What's up?
You know all about that hurricane, don't you? You know all about that hurricane, don't you? Especially the way it came and wrecked Ohio State. You know all about that hurricane, don't you? I know you.
They really did it. They really didn't wreck Ohio State. If we keep it a buck, what it really was, if I keep it a buck, and they won the game. Like I'm not gonna. Miami didn't win the game. They won the game. But if we go back and we look at that game, it was bad play calling in the first half, which Ryan Day admitted to that he was way too conservative in the first half. The second half, once we got our bearings together, we scored 14 points in a row, stopped them, and we were about to score again. And then what happened? We had that holding call, which put us at 3rd and 20. So that messed up that flow because we were going to go and take the lead on that one. But that took us even out of field goal range. And then the kicker, like he did for Indiana, missed a field goal. Like I'm about to, like we need to do a tag, Stop Kickers 2026. Like, because I'm sick of field goal kickers at this point.
Okay, so look, question. So you think that outcome of that game was more so Miami winning it or Ohio State losing it? Because I ain't gonna lie.
Miami
that pass rush by Miami, Julian Sand was looking like Sam Darnold out there, bro. That man was seeing ghosts.
He was.
No. Yes, but on the back-to-back drives where we scored touchdowns, though, he caught a rhythm and he was able to cook. Remember, like we had a chance to go down and take the lead off of in the second half in the fourth quarter. We had a chance to take the lead to be up 3 points at that point. But that's when it had the hold call on the offensive tackle, which negated the first down that he threw, which took us out of field goal range as well. So once we get our momentum, we can't shoot ourselves in the foot. But salute to Miami. They did what they had to do to win the game. They took advantage.
That pick six on that flash screen. That was the Sam Darnold.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was the Sam Darnold. I was like, bro, you not playing Iowa right now, brother.
Man,
them boys downhill.
I think I froze up.
I say them boys down. Yeah, we had lost you back though. I say them boys downhill and they fast, Julian. Like you better.
No, that pick six. The problem with that pick six, more than anything, why it didn't work, is the wide receiver who was supposed to block for that play to work never touched the corner. The corner just was able to run and never break stride to go to the house. He just catch, keep going. So that was the easiest play he could have made. So I'm like, yo, that's just a blown blocking assignment that you just weren't out there for yet. But it happens. It is what it is. Indiana's probably gonna win it all. I think that's my pick to win it all. Mook, who you got winning it all?
Who you think?
All right. Anyway, Joe, who you got winning it all?
Man, damn, I wish we could do this next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because I want to see Indiana, man. Like the way Indiana ran the ball against Miami to finish that game. I mean, against Alabama to finish that game. Yeah, it looked like Indiana gonna be tough to beat, but like my boy alluded to, man, Miami defense look tough right now, man. And like I don't know that Mendoza has seen a pass rush like that.
Hell no.
Yeah, man. It's just that one's just tough to call. We gotta wait it. We gotta wait it out. I mean, if I gotta just blind pick, I'm picking Miami. You know what I mean? But I could be terribly wrong with it.
I don't like the disrespect because you acting like what are you talking about, Joe?
What you mean? Oh, you saying like you think Ole Miss still gonna win?
Hey, this ain't Ohio State, bro. Hey, bro, this ain't Ohio State right here, bro. We got the only pro-ready quarterback still left in the playoff.
That's not true.
I mean, Mendoza damn near going number one.
And Dante Moore going too.
Exactly.
Dante Moore going too. What is we talking about? You have the only quarterback that's coming back to school next year.
Bro.
Y'all got the third best quarterback over there in Ole Miss.
Them two dudes that y'all talking about are not game changers. They just guys. Both of them are just guys.
Your quarterback, there's a reason your quarterback coming back to school next year. He's not overtaking either one of them two kids at 1 or 2 right now. If he declare right now, he's not going over either one of them kids.
He only gonna win the national championship over him.
That's fine. I'll give him that. But he got to win this game first, and he losing right now.
And that's right now.
Hey, man. Right now, it's 12 minutes left in the game.
We driving right now.
True that. Say that.
You think
yeah.
You think we worried about Carson Beck?
Nah, Carson Beck ain't your issue.
Listen, that 30-year-old protection.
Mendoza ain't either.
I bet you worried about Ruben Bain, though. I bet you worried.
Or if not,
I bet you worried about him.
I ain't worried about him.
I don't know.
I ain't worried about him.
Listen, brother. I'm leading with love this year, Mook. Listen, I love you.
No, he said don't mess up his New Year's resolution.
I'm telling you, that boy ain't better than Mendoza or Dante Moore.
He better than both of them.
Ooh.
And what?
Well, then tell him to declare right now then and see what happens.
I guarantee you, when he wins that championship, he gonna go ahead of both of them.
I bet he won't go in the first round.
Nah.
I bet he
ain't gonna
first,
lie.
overall.
Just based off his size, just based off his size alone, bro, he probably fuck around and go third round like Dylan Gabriel,
He's not a first round quarterback.
He too little.
He already got comparison to Russell Wilson. And I ain't talking about Russell Wilson right now. I ain't talking about Russell Wilson.
But nobody wanted Russell Wilson though. Russell Wilson was not the prototype.
Right. And Russell Wilson was a third round pick.
He just came out in 2012 draft. You gotta look at it. Russell Wilson was just undersized.
We can't rewrite
when he
history
came out
now.
in 2012, that was the year Andrew Luck and RG3 came out. So of course he wasn't gonna go number one in that draft.
Who were bigger, stronger, faster guys.
But did they not last them though? No, neither one of them.
Nah, both of their bodies broke down. True that. I'll give them that. And I'm respecting Russell Wilson as a Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yeah,
for sure.
But
Russ also went in the third round.
That got nothing to do with draft position though. That got nothing to do with draft position.
I was gonna say Russell Wilson went in the third round. You say it like he was the third quarterback pick.
Right. I'm saying that's a fair comparison if you giving Trinidad Chambliss Russell Wilson. But that's about where he is coming out.
Dylan Gabriel at Oregon.
Low-key.
He's not even starting over Shedeur, by the way.
It won't. Because he was never that guy.
Won't. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel's he's not gonna overtake Shedeur. So
All right, so let's switch it up real quick. We got some NFL games coming, but we gotta look at one NFL game specifically, which may have been the game of the year. The Ravens versus Steelers, 4 league changes. The kicker for Steelers, he missed an extra point, and then the kicker for the Ravens said, "Hold my beer," and he missed a field goal.
He lost the game.
He missed a field goal to lose the game. Hold on, real quick. So you're gonna be able to go. Hold on, real quick.
I'm ready to talk about this, man.
He missed it to miss the game. So somebody who's in the group says John Harbaugh shouldn't have been fired. I said before the year began, if they lose, Harbaugh's fired because of all the mistakes that he made. Somebody in the group, I'm gonna let him talk first, said that Harbaugh shouldn't have been fired. They should have traded Lamar first before firing Harbaugh. All right, Lux, it's on you, bro. Go ahead.
All right. Off root, I'm going to tell you off root. There have been multiple instances. I don't think there's been another quarterback in the last, probably 3-4 years, bro, that ain't got as many passes as Lamar Jackson outside of Aaron Rodgers, bro. Mind you, Lamar is on a trajectory to be a first ballot Hall of Fame, the MVP, et cetera, whatever. Man ain't did nothing in the playoffs. Now, mind you, I feel like what I was talking to JV about earlier this week, right? I was like, me personally, even if you wanted to get rid of John Harbaugh, cool, he's a coach. I mean, he been there damn near like, by 16, 18, 19 years with Baltimore, won the chip with Ray Lewis and them back in 2013, all that. But I feel like Lamar done got so many passes. He done got so many excuses. Oh, he don't have a receiver. Oh, before Derrick Henry came, oh, he ain't have a running game. He's a generational talent, which he is a generational talent. But what does the regular season got to do with his lack of postseason success? I said Lamar is damn near in the same category as Dak Prescott when it comes to postseason success. If it was me personally, I would have traded Lamar, get a boatload of first round picks, and then I would have just rebuilt that whole team. Well, find another traditional quarterback off rip. Because I feel like, me personally, I feel like it's a reason when Lamar was looking for that max contract like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and then nobody really, the little trade market with the Jets, Raiders, all this, it's a reason why nobody ain't really want to pay him that money like that. So, to me, I just don't like the good coaches, because I like John Harbaugh as a coach. I like his brother Jim as well. I don't like seeing coaches like that has a history of success end up losing a job off the lack of the players not executing when they need to be executed. I don't like that type of stuff, man. So I feel like Baltimore need to move on from Lamar.
That's fair.
Start over. They got a legit defense.
Mook, you could go first.
I don't know, man.
Get off the weed, man.
Hey, I ain't smoked in a couple months, dog, but I'm gonna keep it
crazy, bro. You talking real crazy.
Mook wasn't going for no quarterback getting traded.
What has Lamar done that make me sound crazy though in the postseason?
For one, you said something like, other than Aaron Rodgers, who has had more passes than Lamar, you like fourth down that line. You gotta go with Josh Allen, Joe Burrow,
They done more than Lamar though. All three of them done more. Them last two names you just named, Joe Burrow and Josh Allen, they both did more than Lamar. Because Josh Allen had been to the AFC Championship I don't know how many times. He has less talent around him than Lamar does. And then Joe Burrow, look at Josh Allen team when he was there and look at Lamar team.
Check this out. We can all agree.
Look what Josh Allen just won the MVP last year, or the year before that, whenever that was. Josh Allen won the MVP last year or whatever. Look at his team, look at Lamar's team, and tell me who carried who. Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl his second year with a trash O-line and no defense. He done more than Lamar.
If you can answer this with a straight face, I'm gonna let you have it. The last 3 times he lost in the playoffs or get to the playoffs, wasn't Lamar Jackson fault? I'll wait.
I told y'all, I think that Buffalo game was his fault. Y'all blaming Mark Andrews, but I think that was his fault.
How?
I wasn't tapped into it that much.
Bro,
you talking about last season when Mark Andrews dropped that touchdown?
How you drop a touchdown pass ain't your fault? How you fumble at the one and say Flowers and it ain't your fault? How you miss a kicker and the only thing you do is kick the ball? How do you miss a field goal kick, point blank range?
You can say all that. Lamar and Derrick Henry fumbled in that game too.
I was just about to say, how many turnovers did
And
Lamar
dug
Jackson
and dug
have,
and
though?
dug that hole that they was in. So hey,
The
I'm putting
whole
it on Lamar
offense,
Jackson.
I feel like the offense played bad as a whole, bro.
Yeah.
But,
Players
man, look here,
players
dog.
drop passes all the time.
True that.
Now, true enough, that's levels, right? Because that's a game-winning touchdown catch that he probably should have caught. But it's not that uncommon for a player to drop a pass. Quarterbacks, your number one responsibility is to secure the football. Number one, like if you can't do that, then you can't play quarterback.
Hey, Joe, I can't accept that because we say Tom Brady the greatest of all time. And Adam Vinatieri gonna spell him out many a time, but yeah, he's still the GOAT.
But he's not
So
gonna
I
fumble the
can't.
ball though.
So no, you
Yeah, he
gotta do
don't
your
turn it
job.
over.
You are getting
Tom
paid
Brady
millions
not
of
gonna
dollars.
fumble.
You get paid millions of dollars to catch the ball, Joe. I expect you to do that. I expect you
And
to
you
do that
get
in the
paid
end
tens
zone.
of
I
But
millions
mean,
of
game
Lamar
dollars to
making the
not
most
fumble the
money on
ball.
the team.
He the highest paid player on the team. You
it
better
don't
not
matter.
fumble in and by
Joe,
that logic.
Joe, if I get paid to wash cars, we at the car washing, we at the car washing bowl of the world.
Yeah.
On the day, I should wash the car the best I ever washed the car. Knowing I get paid to do.
Yeah. Let me ask you
You
this.
get
If you
paid.
lose if I miss a spot on the car and you lose the keys to the car, which one of us getting fired?
Both of us. Both of us.
Nah, them keys
It's the
Okay.
gone.
spot.
Okay, so let me just bring my thinking into this, because when Dooney said it, I thought I'm with Mook. Stay off of the grass, the Mary J.
Y'all holding that, man. Y'all look.
Because
I
okay, I
look at
got you, I
Lamar
got you,
at
I
a
got you.
different light now.
Let me cook real quick. Because first of all, you're willing to let John Harbaugh keep his job over Lamar, but outside of that Super Bowl, John Harbaugh has had a lot of bad coaching expeditions in the playoffs. For example, this playoffs. Okay, you have a timeout in 20 seconds. Why not let Derrick Henry run to get you a couple more yards? Then call the timeout, make the kick even easier. You don't want to? You don't get to take the timeout home. That's a coaching blunder. Last year when they lost, Mark Andrews dropped that ball. I don't care. No, nobody says a turnover in the first quarter where he fumbled is not going to equal a touchdown that hits you in the stomach in the fourth quarter, which will have you take the lead for the game with less than a minute left to play and no timeouts for the other team. Those two things are never going to be equal. There wasn't a John
Did
Harbaugh.
Buffalo not score off of those turnovers though?
They scored off of 8, one of the turnovers, and then you know what happened? The Ravens scored coming back. So the Ravens were in position not to catch up, but to win the game. That touchdown, he catches it, they win. It's really that simple. Short of a kickoff return, they catch that ball, they win the game. It's that simple. He's called reliable, Mr. Reliable. You can't be Mr. Reliable and the ball hits you in the stomach and then it hits the ground. You have to pull that pass in. This year, look, this year it's the kicker and not moving the ball closer. Last year it's Mark Andrews. The year before, Zay Flowers, and then also remember the year before that, they also didn't put the ball in Derrick Henry's in his hands in order to let him run. John Harbaugh has had a lot of coaching blunders. And my thing, furthermore, my thing beyond that is if Bill Belichick could get fired after winning 7 Super Bowls, if Andy Reid could get fired after going to, 4 NFC championships and a Super Bowl, if Tom Coughlin could get fired after winning 2 Super Bowls and both of them are against Tom Brady, what makes John Harbaugh special? Because Ed Reed and other players have come out talking about John Harbaugh's not like that, like a coach. You have Ed Reed and Ray Lewis on your defense with Terrell Suggs. You're supposed to have the best defense. You're supposed to be able to get to the Super Bowl.
That was literally
So hold on real quick before you go, Mook. Real quick, JB, I just heard you basically blame the kicker one
Everybody
year,
but Lamar.
Bro, you already see where I'm going. So it's the
Wait, but
quarterback.
did I make it up, or are these factual things? If these
I
were
mean,
factual
okay,
things that
so you're saying
happened
all,
at
but I'm
important
saying you're
times,
speak.
then I'll be like,
Nah,
okay.
but look, check it. Yeah, but like, look, you're basically saying every reason Baltimore fell short in the postseason is because a certain player didn't do their job. So was Lamar perfect every single one of them games? Because it seems like he's the only person
sure.
that's not getting no type of accountability. And he's the face of the franchise. He's the quarterback.
All right, tell me this: if I gave you a piece of paper and I gave you two options to pick, I gave you say the kicker, he's gonna miss a kick in the first quarter, or he's gonna miss a game-winning kick. Which one are you gonna pick? The first quarter, right? Because you can overcome that one. You're gonna do the one where it's like it may set me back a little bit, but we can figure this one out. The game-winning one, we can't figure that one out. It's done. You're taking it like we're not gonna compare, a paper cut to you bleeding out. It's not the same. When it's crunch time and if Lamar fumbled in the fourth quarter at the end of the game where we need you to win, you ain't hear nothing from me. I'll be like, you know what, you're right. That man is tripping. Hold on to the ball. You fumble in the first quarter, we can overcome that. You throw a pick in the first quarter, we can overcome that and figure out the rest of the game. And then furthermore, to prove it, when we get in the position to win the game, if you're like the catalyst to make that happen, I can forget about that pick in the first quarter, that fumble in the first quarter. Now we all gonna lock in and do our job. You can't mess up when the moment's the biggest.
JB, I tell you what. Based off what Joe saying and Dooney, that's all right. Baltimore, we just gonna go hire Mike Tomlin. Because based off what Joe's saying, Mike Tomlin need to be fired then, huh?
I never said Harbaugh didn't deserve to be fired. I didn't even get to speak on that. But I do blame Lamar for a lot of their losses.
No. Because Lamar,
I never said. Listen, if you let me speak on the topic, I'll say this. I think Harbaugh Harbaugh may not deserve to be fired. That's probably bad language, but I think he knew coming into the season that if he didn't get it done, he was gonna be out. So if he made any bad decisions leading up to this game, that's on him. I think he knew. Now, it's a whole bunch of stuff surrounding that. Like, their defense was hurt most of the year. But right. If Lamar completes that pass to Andrews and Andrews catches that pass and they score, everybody gonna be like, Lamar led them to the greatest victory ever. Like, why we gonna give him all the glory, but when Andrews drops that pass, it's Mark Andrews' fault? And we acting like he didn't score. Like Buffalo scored off them turnovers, bro. Like, he fumbled on their side of the field. Like, there's a responsibility as a quarterback. You got the highest responsibility in the game of anybody on the field. I'm not saying every year was his fault. But he was, even this game that just lost to us, bro, he had DeAndre Hopkins wide open on the sideline. He sailed it over DeAndre Hopkins' head and then, told DeAndre Hopkins, you should have stayed up the field. Bro, you just throw the ball. Throw that man the ball, let him turn around and figure that out.
Okay. But then you followed that up.
I'm not giving Lamar a pass, bro.
I'm going to say one thing.
A better path to likely further down the field, which put them in the field.
I'm going to let y'all have it. The only game I really blame Lamar on was the Tennessee game. When they were the number 1 seed, 2019, he played horrible. That's the only one I put on him. But you go back to that Kansas, I can't even put it on him when they lost to Baltimore. I mean, to Josh Allen in 2000, what that was, 2020 or something like that. Because he got hurt. He didn't even finish that game. he got hurt. He didn't finish that game. But the last game against Josh Allen, that was Mark Andrews' fault. That's all his fault.
You got to catch it.
That's crazy.
Because, all right, we would have gassed Lamar about doing that drive, but it was a whole thing. Lamar ran on that drive. He threw on that drive. He got them all the way down there, along with the help of his teammates, of course. But then you complete that pass, they're going to be like, great job, Lamar, because he's the quarterback. And also, we're going to say, good catch, Andrews. But Andrews has to catch it.
Nobody going to say good catch, Andrews.
There's no excuse.
Nobody going to say good catch, Andrews.
What a throw by Jackson.
You know why they wouldn't gas that catch? You know why they wouldn't gas that catch? Because if you're a middle school or older, you're supposed to catch the ball if it hits your chest. No one asked him to stretch out like Odell Beckham, try to grab it with one hand like Moss, dive for the ball, catch it on your helmet like, what's his name, David Tyree. None of that was asked for. It hits you in the chest, catch the ball. I don't think that's a crazy ask.
He should have caught the ball, but for us to put the whole game on him when everybody else made way bigger mistakes is crazy.
It was a team.
Because you know what?
It's a credit.
He left his partner at home. They always give Kelsey credit. Greatest They always give Kelsey credit. And greatest Tom Brady they always gave Gronkowski credit.
Gronk gets his credit.
They always giving Gronkowski more credit than Tom Brady? Who out here giving Gronkowski more credit than Tom Brady?
No, not more credit. They just give the
always gave him his credit. You said nobody would have said good catch. You said nobody would have said good catch to him.
Good catch,
He would have
Andrews.
got his
No.
praise. Like all the great tight ends get their praise.
We would have said it was a great throw by Lamar Jackson. That's what y'all would have said. Or Lamar
He
Jackson
was
made the
wide
right throw.
open. You don't get more open.
It wasn't even a great throw. It was just a throw you're supposed to make. And to a catch that he was supposed to make. The throw, he rolled out.
What's the point? What's the point of paying you a maxed out QB quarterback deal if you can't have the responsibility of making sure that you play the best on the team? Because why can your mistakes be smaller than everybody else's mistakes, but your bank account not?
You make that type of money, bro. The quarterback is supposed to change the offense, supposed to be the person you supposed to. I don't know. Okay, look, real quick before you change. Oh, he gone. Let's go, Malachi. Touchdown, Kane.
Yeah, Miami just scored.
Yeah. How many people? How many quarterbacks are the number one paid and don't do what Lamar do? We got. I can name you like 5 or 6 quarterbacks that are highest paid and ain't even on the field.
All of them but 2.
Out of all the highest paid quarterbacks in the league, if we talking like per year is Dak, right? Like that's an anomaly, right? But if we talking about the guys with the biggest contracts, right?
Like right now,
Lamar is probably the least accomplished out of all of them.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
But 2 MVPs? Are you talking about postseason?
I'm talking about as far as performance. Like I'm talking about postseason success.
Okay. When you got
Joe
Burrow,
man.
who ain't accomplished nothing. He don't got no MVP.
To a Super Bowl.
He don't got no first team. He ain't got no Super Bowl MVP. He ain't got nothing.
But
he got to a Super Bowl.
Right now, Lamar will go to the Hall of Fame.
Tell you
Joe
this.
Burrow, if he retired right now, he would not go to the Hall of Fame.
Look. My opinion, I feel like if you got 100% healthy Joe Burrow and 100% healthy Lamar Jackson, people gonna take Joe Burrow over Lamar Jackson off the way the NFL is.
No.
You're gonna win a Super Bowl with a Joe Burrow as your quarterback before you win a Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson as your quarterback.
No, healthy Joe Burrow, you don't even need Andrews to catch that ball at the end of the game.
Time out.
Oh,
you don't even need him to catch that ball at the end of the game.
Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the league.
You pay Mike, JB. They talking crazy. Cause we seen 100% healthy Joe Burrow last year. Didn't even make the damn playoffs.
Missed a playoff?
Joe Burrow made the Super Bowl.
He missed a playoff.
His team.
Joe Burrow.
Okay, look.
100% Joe Burrow didn't even make the playoffs last year.
And it wasn't
look at the Bengals.
But for like 5,000 yards.
Hey, look at Cincinnati roster and look at Baltimore roster.
No,
so if you would have put Lamar with them, so if you would have put Lamar with them Bengals last year, you think Lamar was gonna do something with them Bengals?
With Jamar Chase?
Yeah,
he never got to play with a Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
Never.
Oh
okay.
My God,
Joe Burrow never got to play with a Kyle Hamilton, a Roquan Smith, a Marlon Humphrey.
What are we talking about? The Ravens is a better team than the Bengals, bro.
Neither quarterback plays defense.
Okay, look at the O-line.
Field position matters.
Look at the running game. Look at the special teams, bro.
Joe Burrow never had Derrick Henry. Joe Burrow never had Derrick Henry.
Look at the coaching staff, bro.
He never had Andrews. He never had Lightly.
I tell you what,
Joe Burrow led.
Y'all talking about 2 people.
Lamar never had
Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are better than anybody Lamar has ever played with.
Lamar never had
wide receiver.
And every other position on the field is better than anything Joe Burrow ever had.
Every single other position.
Only Derrick Henry.
Every other position.
Only because of Derrick Henry.
No, the Bengals have no O-line compared to the Ravens.
They have a tight end better than Mark Andrews?
They got an O-line better than the Ravens. They got a defense better than the Ravens.
They had 3 wide receivers.
Is Zach Taylor...
the receivers we giving you that. We giving you the 2. We giving you 2 positions
because you getting sacked 6 times a game.
When Joe Burrow went, he had 3 number 1.
Who's the third number 1? Mook?
He talking about Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd was a 1.
He's a slot receiver, bro. Look,
he might be a 1 in Philly if he playing with AJ Brown.
No, in the last 5 years since Joe Burrow got drafted during the COVID year, ain't nobody you ask gonna say the Cincinnati Bengals been a better football team than the Baltimore Ravens in the last 5 years. Yet the Bengals have been further in the playoffs than the Ravens has been in the playoffs.
Wait a minute.
But Dooney,
I want to stop because I know we got to move on.
Lamar's not going to take the same sacks that Joe Burrow takes because you can't catch Lamar the same way you can catch Joe Burrow. You running after Lamar.
Joe Burrow is a mobile quarterback, though.
Compared to Lamar,
got a terrible O-line and no running game.
I'm not even gonna refute. I'm not even gonna rebuttal this. I'm not even gonna rebuttal this. I just want to hear
Joe Burrow Bro, you give Joe Burrow, Ronnie Staley in that O line, Linderbaum, Tyler Linderbaum, and all them. He's not getting sacked no 5 to 7 times a game like Joe Burrow is, bro.
Bro,
You give Joe,
if you give Joe Burrow Patrick Ricard to pass block for him, he ain't getting sacked as many times. That's neither here nor there. Hold on, Mook.
bro.
What team is Tyler Boyd the number one on, bro?
Harbaugh, when he came in there that year,
just tell me the team. I don't need to know his stats. I don't need to know his blood type. I just want to know what NFL team is Tyler Boyd.
Tyler Boyd went healthy.
Tyler Boyd is
went healthy. He can go to the Denver Broncos. He can go to the Denver Broncos. He can go to the Cleveland
not
Browns.
over Cortland Sutton.
He can go
over
to the
Cortland Sutton.
Yes,
not over Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton is heavily.
Cortland Sutton.
You don't know what Cortland
Sutton
is. He's so inconsistent.
Is that more on Cortland Sutton talent or the quarterback throwing him the ball though?
This is madness, bro.
Both.
This is madness.
I don't think he is. I think he's a 2 or 3. That's me. I'm gonna keep it a buck. However, he did have 2 number ones though. He did have 2 number ones.
You too.
Okay.
And his two number ones equal. As a matter of fact, they do more than equal. Derrick Henry and Mark Andrews, because Mark Andrews isn't gonna.
I can't say that. I can't say that. The reason I can't say that could.
Dooney, Mark Andrews is as good as T. Higgins. We're gonna do this on purpose, out loud.
Jamar Chase is on the same level as Derrick Henry, who's already solidified in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Jamar Chase
got 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns on the running team right now.
Okay, Cooper Kupp got the damn triple crown. What that mean?
And that year, he won the Super Bowl. Yeah, he is.
Cooper Kupp going to the Hall of Fame, though.
He's absolutely going to the Hall of Fame. He has the triple crown.
He was
an MVP
it's a lot of teams
he was a Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, because of injury.
It's a lot of teams in the league with 2 number ones right now. I just want to point that out. Like, that's not that uncommon, bro. It's a bunch of teams in the league with 2 number ones right now. The Rams got 2 number ones. The Rams got 2 number ones. The Eagles got the Cowboys. The Eagles got 2 number ones.
Devontae Adams ain't no number one.
No, you told me to name them, and when I started naming them, now you don't want to hear me name them.
No, Devontae's eating.
You said name them.
Devontae Adams is definitely the number one receiver,
You told me to name them. The Jaguars got 2 number ones. Who? Which one was wrong? He's a Hall of Fame. He got 1,000 yards, Mook.
Devontae Adams has
Look what he did with the Raiders with Aiden O'Connell throwing him the ball.
Ole Miss just went it back up. Ole Miss.
Cortland Sutton got 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns, brother. Tyler Boyd could never in a running offense. He could never, bro. He could never, bro. Don't ever play with Cortland Sutton name
before
like
you
that.
switch it up, bro.
It's a lot. It's a lot of teams in it. It's a lot of teams in the NFL with 2 number ones, bro. That's not that uncommon.
This is probably 3.
Before you turn the question, JB, y'all answer this question. Do y'all feel like that team that Joe Burrow took them Bengals against the Rams over in the Super Bowl? Y'all feel like if you would have switched Joe Burrow, only Joe Burrow, with Lamar Jackson, you feel like Lamar Jackson would have did the same thing?
Yes, I do.
Why is that?
I think, as a matter of fact, I think they probably would have done better because Lamar has proven he could throw. Because with Josh Allen winning that MVP last year, Lamar had more throwing touchdowns and yards than he had in the air. So Lamar Jackson he proved he could throw the ball. He does have a high percentage as well. You can't just blitz him because he's above average with touchdowns on when you're blitzing him and with completion percentage. So he avoids the blitz very well. You would have put him on that squad with Chase on one side, Higgins on the other side, that you have to account for, which is taking a little bit of the linebackers and the safeties away. Boyd was on that squad as well. So that gives him even more of a lane to be able to run and torch other defenses when he has people on the outside who are torching all day long. So you add that with the fact that he could throw, I think that they would have won.
I got a different perspective.
I got one too.
Being honest, if Lamar would have been on that team, I do not think the Bengals would have got, with Lamar at quarterback, I do not think the Bengals would have got to the Super Bowl. But also, if Lamar was on that team in the Super Bowl, I don't think Lamar would have lost that Super Bowl the way Joe Burrow lost that Super Bowl. Lamar would have never took that
Did Joe Burrow lose a Super Bowl, or did the Cincinnati Bengals defense lose the Super Bowl?
Lamar would have never
win the Super Bowl.
I was saying it was Eli Apple specifically.
Joe Burrow took a lot of bad sacks in that Super Bowl. Lamar wouldn't have took those sacks in the Super Bowl.
Hence, Joe Burrow took a lot of sacks, right? Okay, like I said, look at his O line and look how far he got with that O line. Then you got to go against Aaron Donald and Von Miller.
All I'm
Lamar would have
saying,
struggled against that as well with
No,
that O line.
Aaron
Y'all
Donald
can't
can't
tell me
catch
regardless
Lamar.
of cause one, that team wouldn't even be the same, bro. It wouldn't even be the same because Joe Burrow is a different quarterback than Lamar. You would have to change the whole offensive scheme up.
What are you
It's
changing
not
it
gonna
to?
work.
What are you
Lamar is
changing it to? Because
Lamar is not
he
gonna be
came
able to
into a
play
pro
in
style.
that type.
Lamar came into a pro style offense. So what are you changing it to? That's why he played in college was a pro style. So what are you changing it to?
Did he play like that in Baltimore though? That's Louisville. In Baltimore, they don't do that. If that's the case, Lamar could have been had a traditional wide receiver like a Jamar
so,
Chase or so.
so you telling
He's
me,
not that type of quarterback that's gonna sit in a pocket and throw the ball. He's an
Yeah, he tried
improviser.
that this year. That's why they struggle because he can't run because he
He's
hurt.
an improviser. He throw on the run. Joe Burrow is a drop back passer. That's why he's a pocket quarterback, can get them type of weapons, i.e. Peyton Manning with a Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne. Lamar is not the type of quarterback that's gonna do that with a Jamar Chase. I'm telling you, it's not, bro. It's not
Lamar
gonna
was
work.
hurt this
The
year.
type of
Lamar was
offense
hurt.
Lamar is in right now,
Like early in
Joe
the year, he's
Burrow's
putting up big numbers. And again, every year that he's won the MVP where he put up big numbers, all of this is without a number one wide receiver, not a number one wide receiver.
But to bro point though, how many times do we see Lamar Jackson get into a 7-step drop and hit Zay Flowers on like a timing route, like down the field, like a deep post or a deep out? He rarely does that.
oh,
Zay
last
Flowers
year,
break open on scramble drills where
Zay
Lamar be
Flowers be
running
open a
around.
lot, bro.
Yeah, Zay
That
Flowers,
dude
like
all
it's
is
last
not
year,
like,
all
oh,
last
okay.
year, Joe,
It wasn't this year.
all last year. Joe, the man
So why
was
he didn't do
hurt.
it this year, Mook? Mook,
Man,
Mook,
look,
why he didn't do it this year, Mook?
he was hurt.
Why he didn't do it this year, Mook? So he hurt, so he can't throw the ball. He had a
Joe,
lower body injury.
Joe, you think your lower
That
body can
affects
throw the
Joe. You know
ball?
that affects the way you throw.
Yeah, Joe Burrow had injuries too. We not don't do the injury thing. We talking about why if he was so successful at doing that, why don't he do that every play then?
But
Why even bother running?
hold on, Joe. Now you know that's part of whole Joe Burrow image. You know he's gonna be hurt every single year, and he gonna sit out every
Okay, well
other
let's
year.
not talk. Well, let's not talk
can't
about. Well,
knock
let's
his
not talk
talent,
about Joe
bro.
Burrow then. Let's
You
talk
can't
about
knock his
Lamar.
talent, bro.
If you telling me Lamar Jackson can drop back and complete 15, 20, 30-yard pass routes at will like he did last year, why didn't he just do that against us and just beat us? Oh, okay. Bro, I'm telling you that man cannot do that. I'm telling you as somebody who watch. I'm telling you as somebody who has to watch this man at minimum twice a year. He does not do that, bro. He's an improviser. He's a play extender. And I'm telling you, the only reason Isaiah Likely was even open was a breakdown in coverage. Because he runs around and he moves people around and he gets them open down the field. That's what happened, bro. Go back and look at the play. He ain't just gonna drop back and pick you apart like Burrow, like Pat Mahomes.
I get it.
I won't even say like Josh Allen. Like
I
he
get
won't
what
do
you're
that. He
saying.
don't have the ability to
I
do
get
that.
what you're saying.
I'm not saying he have to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he have to do that either. Let me finish this point and I'm gonna shut up. I'm not saying he has to be that. Play your game. But if your game is running the ball, don't fumble the ball, bro. Like hold on to the ball. If that's what you're gonna be doing, you're gonna be running around, then I need you to not fumble the ball. But you can't be a running quarterback and then fumble the ball in the first quarter of a game that we down a touchdown already. And then blame the tight end for not catching a pass later on in the game. You can't do that. Why we only do that with quarterbacks, bro? Why is it if LeBron James get a wide open game winning shot at the end of a game, we're gonna be like, damn, LeBron missed one. But shit, all this other stuff happened leading up to that. Why are we depending on one play at the end of a football game when it's clearly a whole bunch of other stuff that led up to that?
Because when
This the
teams are
last thing, JB,
balanced,
then you can go to the next topic.
yeah. When teams are balanced, that's what it always comes down to. If it comes down to the end, we're gonna forget what happens leading up to that point, and we're gonna focus on that last thing that's either gonna win us a game or lose us a game. Everything that it's like being in a relationship almost. You have your ups and your downs, but at the end of the day, did we make it?
Can I ask one question? Why we always punish multiple quarterbacks for getting out the pocket, but we never punish pocket quarterbacks for not getting out the pocket?
I said that. I just said if he liked to run. I just said if that man likes to run, that's cool. Do what works for you. Every quarterback ain't gonna be the same. But you can't be you can't be a running, fumbling quarterback, bro.
I get what you were saying.
You can't be a running, fumbling quarterback. The same way you can't be a pocket passer and throw hella interceptions.
But my thing is
like
Peyton Manning, right? Peyton Manning had to be surgical because he couldn't run.
That's fine. Peyton Manning can't throw 30 interceptions either, bro. He can't throw. If Peyton Manning throw 2 interceptions at the beginning of a game, then he lost the game. That's on
That
Peyton
was his
Manning.
rookie year, dog. He was a rookie.
But I'm saying
he ain't know nothing yet.
But
That's
I'm saying if
2020
Peyton
year.
Manning gonna be a pocket passer, then he can't throw. He can't be an interception machine, bro. Why we acting like Lamar Jackson don't turn the ball over running? He takes a lot of sacks
He
and
threw
he
5 interceptions. He threw 4 interceptions last year through the whole season.
Why we talking about last year and we
Shit,
in
he don't throw the
2025?
ball like that, bro. He don't
What
really
we
throw the
talking about?
ball as much as a traditional quarterback. Lamar is
He
not
had
throwing the
more passing
ball
yards than Josh
over
Allen.
30,
He
35
threw for
attempts.
4,000 yards. What you talking about?
That's a lot of yards.
So how you not
Dog.
respecting Burrow throwing for 5,000?
Those are short. Those are improvision play. Lamar
You
not
see,
throwing the ball no 35,
you see
40
how
times a
big
game
you
like a
see how
traditional
big your
quarterback.
eyes got when you started talking about Lamar Jackson throwing for 4,000 yards. Joe Burrow do that all the time.
Because he's a pocket
We don't
quarterback,
Right.
bro, with a
But
bad
my but the thing
O-line.
that we always come back to is Joe Burrow also has better wide receiver talent to throw those 5,000 yards too.
Bro, wide receivers is not the only part of your offense. If you don't have no O-line, how you gonna keep getting the ball to the wide receivers? Lamar ain't never had an O-line as bad as Cincinnati, bro. You can't tell me he has since he been there.
Zay Flowers ain't even that bad. Y'all acting
He
like
not
Zay
bad at
Flowers.
all.
Zay
Zay
Flowers
Flowers
might
is
be
good.
he might be as good as T. Higgins, bro.
As far as number 2 option goes, yeah.
Yeah, he might be as good as T. Higgins.
We
Okay,
don't
real
decide.
quick.
Go
So
ahead, Dooney. Dooney, you take the last
John
point.
Harbaugh is gone, right?
Yeah.
He about to get picked up. He about to get picked up soon anyway. Okay, he gone. So say Baltimore hire a new quarterback. I mean, new coach, whoever it is.
Yeah.
Are y'all gonna put Lamar on a 3-year window to get to the Super Bowl? And if he doesn't, what's gonna be y'all excuse then?
They gonna blame the coach.
It ain't gonna never be the quarterback fault.
Listen, there's
Baltimore trying to get
contracts
Brian
to
Flores.
everything.
Baltimore getting Brian Flores.
Brian
That's what they
Flores
gonna
would be
hire.
nice. I heard about Brian Flores.
Well, he sure ain't gonna be
That's the
better
Vikings
offensively
defensive
then because that's a
coordinator.
defensive guy.
That's who they gonna get.
Yeah.
That's who they gonna go get. I'm telling you.
That ain't gonna make Lamar better. So I hope he figure it out. Cause
Man, to make Lamar better, the man has 2 MVPs. But we're going to put a pin in that. Y'all tell us in the comments what y'all think about this situation. Let's go ahead and look ahead to these playoffs real quick. All right, we got the first game on the docket. Joe, I want to get you first. Who's going to win? We got the Rams and the Panthers.
I bet you been waiting on this, huh?
You know I have.
Man, I'm gonna stick with the Panthers, bro.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
The Panthers beat them earlier
Panthers
this year.
I'm sticking with the Panthers. They already beat them. That's all I got. That's all I got in the head to
Sometimes that's
head.
all you need.
That Durant. That's really all I got, bro. I'm going. I know they got to play in LA. I don't know. I think Matt Stafford probably out of gas at this point. He been throwing the ball a lot this year. I don't know that you want to admit.
They're in Charlotte.
Yeah, they in
Oh, they
Carolina.
go to Carolina. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'm
they
definitely
won.
taking Panthers then. Yeah, you're right because the Rams didn't win the division. You're right. That last weekend in the NFC West was kind of weird. I forgot about that. But yeah,
Seattle won.
Yeah, Seattle beat San Francisco. Yeah, I'm taking Carolina. I'm taking Carolina at home. With the home field advantage, like I said, I think Matt Stafford but he threw the ball probably more than I think he wanted to this year. I think he went. Yeah, I'm going Carolina in a close one though. It's not going. Yeah, it's close. I'm going Carolina.
Okay, Dooney, what you think, bro?
Go ahead, Mook. Oh, me. All right. I want to say LA, but I'm still optimistic on Devontae Adams. You know, he had that hamstring issue. He ain't really played these last few weeks of the season. So I feel like if they can find a way to contain Puka and contain that running game from Kyron Williams and Blake Corum, they could potentially pull it out. But I feel like Matthew Stafford going to use his experience and he going to find a way to win that game. Also, let's not forget the Rams got one of the best front fours in the league, if not top 3. Yeah. So that could possibly, contain Rico Dotto and them. I got the Rams in a close one, man. I feel like Matthew Stafford going to pull it out.
Okay. Mook, what's up, bro? What you got?
And bro, J.C. Horn is a ball.
Oh, JC? Oh, yeah, the corner. Yeah.
And one thing about
he gonna be on Puka, boy.
I learned about Matthew Stafford, he will turn that ball over. He trusting his arm a little bit too much with that gunslinger. I'm so upset, bro. I think Rico Dotto gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like that. That what they call it, the bank AT&T Bank Stadium. I feel like gonna be rocking. Everybody expecting Matthew Stafford to come out there going crazy. I'm gonna go with Carolina.
So are y'all relying on Rico Dollar to win that game more than y'all on quarterback? Because I ain't hear nothing about Bryce Young.
Yeah, no, I think it's crazy to say it, but I think Carolina running game, I'm probably more higher on them than LA running game. And I think that make a difference in the playoffs. They got it. But Bryce Young getting tossed up. Jared Verse is getting to Bryce Young. Like that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So he getting shook. But I think they manage Bryce Young well, bro. Like I think his team know who he is. Like they don't make him do too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they'll run
they
with
learned from
Chuba, they'll
last
run
year.
with Dowdle, yeah.
Yeah,
They don't let him
they
do too
learned from
much.
last year. So
Yeah,
I'm not mad at knowing your players and
you
play for that.
started
Yeah,
right, right.
I'm going with the Rams. At the beginning of the year, I picked the Rams and the Texans to meet in the Super Bowl. So just to take integrity in the words of Mook, I'm going to rock with the Rams on this. I think that they'll be able to do enough to win the game. I think they'll be able to do enough to win the game. I don't think that it's going to become like super one-sided and ugly. I got it like Dooney, a close game, but I think the Rams will find a way to win that one. The second game on Saturday, we got the Packers and the Bears. Mook, who you got, bro?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Bears. I ain't no Jordan Love fan. Man. I think they'll be better playing freaking Matthew Willis.
Malik
Malik
Willis.
Willis.
Malik Willis,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Malik Willis. I ain't no big fan of
Dang.
But here's the thing about Jordan Love. He will come out and look like the number one quarterback in the league, though. So, but I'm
Give you
banking
one game.
on Jordan Love blowing the game. So yeah, I'm going with the Birds.
What's up, Dooney? What you think, bro?
Same as Mook. Going with Chicago. You already know, man.
I
You got to go with Chicago. I feel like Caleb Williams done really flipped the script this year, proving why he's the number one pick, even though Drake May is in MVP discussions. Jane Daniels down. I think Caleb gonna ball out. They got the running game going. DeAndre Swift. You know what I'm saying? Defense, like number one in the league and forced turnovers with interceptions. And just like Mook said, I think Jordan Love gonna lose that game, man, because that Chicago secondary, they flying, boy. And they playing at Soldier Field in Chicago. So, you know what I'm saying? I got Chicago winning that, man.
That's tough. Joe, what's up? Chicago versus Packers. Who you got?
Yeah, man. I'm with the house on that one. I'm going Chicago, man. We talking about crazy playoff environments, bro. You know Chicago been waiting on this. And like Ben Johnson, I think is a expert play caller. He got something in his bag too. Like he gonna pull out something for. And then like Chicago just don't die, bro. Like Caleb just keep plays alive. They always
Yeah,
find a way. They stay in the game some kind of way. Like they just will not die. They just
big
won't go
fact.
away. Yeah, so I don't know, man. That's gonna be a tough call. And Green Bay running game been looking worse and worse the last 3-4 weeks, man. So I
Josh
don't think
Jacobs
they get.
not 100% neither.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
not.
think that's getting better in Chicago in like 30-degree weather.
It's
You
not.
know what I'm saying? So
You don't feel better.
yeah, I'm taking Chicago. I'm
Losing
taking Chicago.
Michael Parsons was clutch for them. When they lost Michael Parsons,
Yeah,
that was a big
Yeah,
loss for them.
you right.
Do you think Diggs is going to add
facts.
any value
You
Yeah.
though
right
for the
about
Packers?
that.
Y'all think Diggs is going to add any value for the Packers on defense? Trayvon Diggs?
Nah, it's too late in the season, bro. If they would have
Yeah.
got him like week 10, like at this point, bro, like you a plug and play slot at this point. You know what I mean? Like we can't put you on a number one. You like Chicago is probably the worst matchup for him because they pretty deep at receiver. Like if
And
all they receivers,
they low key got two number one receivers with Rome and DJ Moore.
yeah, for real, like
And
that
Luther Burden, the rookie, is pretty solid too in the slot.
yeah.
So they got
Yeah, they
three
get
solid receivers over there.
Dang.
they got 3 receivers, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. Monaghy, they little backup running back, he might go off. Like you just
Man,
No,
never
Chicago
know.
did that big one in the
he killing the
offseason for
Eagles,
sure.
boy.
And Chicago
Yeah.
did that big one. Man, the only thing that I keep thinking about though is it was 3 weeks ago when the Packers and Chicago played each other, and Chicago had to come back to win that game against the Packers. So I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be an easy out. I don't think it's gonna be an easy out at all. I think that we could see. I think we could see the Packers end up winning that game.
Did he freeze up?
But I'm gonna rock with the
Yeah, I
house on
think
this.
he
I'm
did.
going
He
to go
froze up.
Chicago
He
for the
saying
win.
something.
I think Ole Miss about to freeze up.
Man, I just hope.
Man, I ain't even pissed. I'm nervous
Hey, look,
over
I'm
here,
looking
man.
at
I
the
ain't gonna
sound.
lie.
I think that.
That's how Mook look. That's how he look right now.